For pad thai, the first step you're going to do is get the rice sticks and soak it into water for at least 1 hour in a hot/warm water. Pad thai sauce, it's basically 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of patis, 1 tablespoon lime, 1 tablespoon rice vinegar, and about 2 tablespoons of tamarind. You can use the sinigang packets, but I suggest you use 1.5 tablespoons of the powder. In order to get a little bit of spice, you could add a little bit of sriracha, but for those who do not like spice, you could omit it. I would recommend adding a little bit of paprika in order to have that darker red color of a traditional pad thai. It will not affect the taste. Ingredients are 2 eggs, shrimp, pad thai sauce, dried shrimp. You're going to need your garlic, bean sprouts, as well as your green onion. Just add a little bit of vegetable oil or olive oil of your choice. That's when you want to start adding in your aromatics like the garlic. You want to add in your dried shrimp, which is another aromatic. You get these at your local Asian store. This adds a bunch of flavor. Okay, once that's done, that nice shrimp over here. So at this point, you're gonna crack 2 eggs, but move all the shrimps and everything to one side. Add in 2 eggs. And don't necessarily mix the eggs just yet. Okay. Start mixing it. And the egg will act as a binder, so you could actually start mixing it entirely with the shrimp and the garlic. And hot temperature warm bath, so basically just let it somewhat drain, not completely. That's when you could add in your rice noodle. Now, rule of thumb is you want to keep this water in here that it's been soaking in case you need that starchy water to thicken up the sauce. So what we're basically doing here is mixing it all up so you get all the mixture kind of incorporated with the noodles. The noodles are kind of sort of cooking right now. Just let it sit. Don't let it dry out. You're starting to hear let it dry out again. Just pull some of that water from here and moisten up the noodles a little bit. Shrimps are almost done, so at this point we're going to add in the pad thai sauce. This one's already made earlier. Just left it in a mason jar since I tend to make this dish quite often now. And basically just pour in your sauce. We don't do the whole thing yet. This is all to taste. Mix it. So it looks like all the shrimps are already cooked. At this point, you're gonna wanna make a nice semi-flat round bed and add your bean sprouts. You can add as much as you want. So you got that in there. Then you put in, these are garlic chives as well as a mixture of fresh green onion, chopped up. So at this point, what we're gonna want to do is let the residual heat, so cover up with the pad thai noodles. We're not really trying to cook the onions, but rather causing a little dome here to let the residual heat and steam kind of travel up and cook these down. That's it. You're done. Homemade pad thai.